Welcome to the Rise and Shine Las Vegas. Good morning, people. Good morning. And we are waking up the whole Las Vegas area and around the world. Welcome to the show, Rise and Shine. My name is Maria, and my co-host Chris is under the weather today, so he is still sleeping. But you know, I invited all these beautiful creators to be co-hosting today. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Rise and Shine.
Oh, good morning.
Hi, hello. You know,
Hello,
and this is state your name.
my name is Lax.
Lax. Lax.
Yeah, you have to be a little patient with Lax.
Oh, really? Why, Helen?
Oh, he's just very, very, very easygoing.
Oh, he's easygoing.
Easygoing.
You know, I just loving this episode today because, of course, I have special guests today, right? So, anyways, today, I believe there's a lot of events coming up this upcoming weeks. And also, I want to give a shout out to my friend, Tony Arias. He's greater than life, performing in different venue here in Las Vegas. We also have the Jets still playing. Still the residency is at Planet Hollywood. We also have
The Jets?
yes. Do you wanna see him?
I'm more of a Giants fan.
Okay.
Oh well.
Different Jets, man.
Oh.
They're not having a show. They're not putting the Jets in showgirl costumes.
Mmm.
Okay.
I like it.
But-
Perfectly legitimate career choice
Mm.
in
But-
Las Vegas.
You were saying there's also more options this week?
Yes, a lot of options this week. We have did I say Stefano Di Santo?
I like him.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's a good singer.
Yes, and performer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's connecting a lot of people in town. Do you know that?
I like it. I've been hearing him sing for a while now.
Well, there's our good things too. I believe it's Teresa Mala. Teresa Mala is oh my God, she is, when she performs, she can actually make the crowd jump for joy. So
Whoa.
Teresa Mala, and we have a lot more actually, but you know, our regular or normal thing here as Rise and Shine is we always actually say good things like good news.
Good news.
And also we talk about the weather. But before that, I just want to say my first report for this week or
Okay.
news. Last week, we a few months ago we were gonna go on recession, and then actually we kind of start the recession, everything going, prices going, skyrocketing all of a sudden, and then started last week when Powell, the Federal Reserve President or chief, actually just came up with an increase of rates 0.75.
Oh.
But then the CPI report came really low, and the unemployment report and job report actually went so high. So now the good news is we are no longer in recession. Is that a good news?
Yeah.
That's all right. I keep all my cash in a coffee can.
Coffee cup. What is that?
That's where I keep my coffee normally, or my cash.
But anyways, so well, I invited these beautiful creators today because they are gonna be talking about news and the weather.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
take it away.
All right.
That's right. Hey,
Let's see.
you guys have noticed the crazy weather we've been having lately.
Oh, wait a second. You know who knows the weather?
Oh, we got a special weather
Meteorologist.
meteorologist.
He puts the meat in meteorologist.
Oh my
Hold on. I'll go get him.
Okay. Hey, Lax, kind of chop, okay? Because we're on live TV.
You're on, Bart.
Oh, is it a weather report?
The weather report flying through the window.
Great stuff. Good morning, y'all. It's great seeing you.
Hey, good
Great
morning.
seeing you. Good
So what
morning.
happened with your beak?
Oh, I went to the dentist earlier. I went in for a mouth sore, and they insisted on polishing it. I'm glad they did. I don't know what happened to my savings account, but you know what? If I could rock this for 6 months, all the better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the weather?
It's perfect. A little soggy, but perfect otherwise. My goodness, it's with all the flash floods and the heat waves. It's like this. It's like another apocalypse. Is coming. It's perfect for a vulture like me. I think.
Ooh. Ooh. Do you rather go with the rain or the sunshine?
It depends. With sunshine, I could soar a lot longer. With the rain, it's like air conditioning. Is that what you call it? Air conditioning? Or is it a swamp cooler?
I think it's called aircon.
Aircon. Cool. All right.
Brings me back.
Yes, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
actually cool.
It is. Yeah. Nah.
So where did you just came from? Where did you actually do you fly around Las Vegas only, or do you go fly around the world to
Yeah.
see the weather?
I visit Vegas pretty frequently. My brother Theo and I have been staying at Tumbleweed Gulch for a good while. Speaking of which, it's great seeing you here. It's
Oh, do you know
interesting seeing
him?
you here. Yeah, we have a long.
That's my
story.
temporary. That's my morning boyfriend.
Oh,
Morning, boyfriend.
ooh, that's
have to
nice.
wait.
Congratulations.
She has to be satisfied in shifts.
Ah.
So I got the morning shift today. I open,
Okay.
but I hope the closing is cleaner than I was.
Do you know?
last time.
Do you know that Hella and I we just actually been awarded the most sexiest female and the most sexiest male on planet Earth.
Really?
Yeah,
That's astounding. Good
Do you
stuff.
like that, Hella? See, you get leveled up with me right away, instantly like that.
it's pretty good. You lift each other up. You give each other your own personal energies, and everyone turns out better than they were before.
Oh.
How do you do it? Is it a different skin treatment, Gila?
Well, for me, I always rely on my magnificent poise.
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 All right.
I went to Hawaii and I got really great poise.
All right.
So you went to Hawaii. So what island did you visit? Do you know how many islands do they have in Hawaii?
No, 2.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, all right, I nailed it. Get me on Jeopardy.
Well, anyways, thank you so much for that weather report. We got another news coming up, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, but then before we do that, we're gonna go on a quick break because they need some break, right, Hella?
Oh, sure. I mean, I just got here this morning. You flew in too, so let's get a cup of water and a granola bar, and I think we'll be ready to go.
All right, let the guests know that we will be right back. Hella.
Stay tuned, everybody, because we are going to be right back.
This old dude here is down in the 89101 with the pimps, hookers, and crackheads. I have the ass of a 16-year-old boy. So, get you some cheesecake. I had to watch porn at the office. They paid me to watch porn at the office. Up is down, black is white, Porn is good again! Full official name and title is Captain Chris Cookie Cook, the Cook County Chili Cook and comedic curmudgeon, captivating crowds from coast to coast.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
Welcome back to the Rise and Shine Las Vegas, and we actually have I kind of like wing this episode today because we kind of like set it up with all my beautiful new friends here. Chris, I think I'm gonna fire you soon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. Keep an eye on the mail, Chris, because there's going to be a release form.
Yeah.
I haven't had a legitimate job in some time, so I don't know how things are run.
You're gonna have to find them first.
Oh man. Uh-oh.
But anyways, guys, I was talking about events earlier. We talked about the weather earlier, and then now we're going on a news, more news in a bit here.
Yeah.
But let me talk about my friends who's having so many events here in Las Vegas. First, we have Mark Menard, the actually tribute, a Frank Valley tribute is actually coming up. I believe it's the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. I am blind. Yeah, it's the 26th. I'm so good. And then also we have, who else do we, I'm not gonna talk about that for now. We have, okay, I want something. I know I set this up. No, I don't want the Death Club. Well, anyways, Death Club, because it just keep on coming back at my screen, I'm just gonna say it anyway. Death Club premiere episode. Oops, that's not what we want. See, I don't want to be
Uh-oh.
So anyway, Death Club premiere, it's a movie. It's a great movie is coming up, and I'm so sorry for those people who wanted to come and see it. Actually, is sold out, but you can kind of come and support them. That's not a problem. And the good thing is, Death Club, the amazing director, is gonna be coming up, and on the next segment of this show, so stay tuned for that. Yes, it's our amazing guest today. But anyways,
you say Death Club, you get Theo excited over here.
Yeah.
He's into that kind of stuff. You little tonic.
That makes my mouth water.
Oh, I forgot, Hyena. You're also into this stuff, huh?
That's right.
Maybe you guys can join the Death Club.
Sweet.
Sounds delicious.
but anyways, more news, guys.
Well, let's see. What do you think, Helix? What's been in the news this week?
Well, everybody is, everywhere where I'm hanging out, everyone's talking about the weather, whether it's inclement or not. What else? What else is happening?
Oh, you know what? I watched a lot of news this week, and it got me thinking. I got a lot of boxes around the house I need to get rid of.
sure.
It's a great week for house cleaning, if you know what I mean. You got things lying around.
That's a good news.
You should have got rid of months ago. Now's your chance.
So when are you cleaning your friends on Facebook?
What's that?
When are you cleaning your friends on Facebook?
I don't clean my friends. I let employees wash their own hands.
I think she might be referring to more just culling out the herd.
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah. Every now and then I thin them out. Oh, yeah. But, you know, you gotta keep a small circle of friends, you know? You gotta have the circle. The circle of... I can't finish the song. Legally, not allowed.
You are so pitch perfect, we probably get dinged.
The circle of friends. Well, yeah. My point is, don't put off house cleaning too long. That's my point.
So what you guys up to with this week besides this show?
Oh, let's see. We've been making puppets. Lots of puppets at the shop. At the LV Puppet Studio. Do
you have a new friend coming up?
Let's see. New friends. Let's see. We're working on a pitch for PBS, believe it or not.
Ooh.
Working on another show that somebody wants to do a version of the Tiger King, believe it or not.
No kidding.
So we're working on some Tiger King puppets.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, we got all kinds of fun stuff this month at the shop.
It's getting real crowded at the shop,
Oh,
you know.
yes.
Hella, you are kind of like quiet today.
What?
Yes, you
Well-
are quiet.
We're a little quiet. We're a little quiet, I guess. But I think there's just a crowd of people here. I want to give people their
Oh, they're
opportunity.
coming.
Oh.
Thank you.
What do you think, Gila? What do you think of the climate of America right now? Without getting too political.
Well, let's see. I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of fun stickers. I think everyone's in good spirits. I filled my gas tank this morning, and I saw a lot of fun stickers.
Yeah,
I
like
added a
everybody's-
couple of my own. I put the Lisa Frank
It's
unicorn.
soggy, guys. Why get around it? It's just soaking wet everywhere. A little bit here, not as much, but everywhere. It's crazy.
It's
That's
good. You
It
know,
rained
I
a lot
like
last
being
night.
wet.
That was something.
I mean, it's awful for flying. I gotta tell you. There's hail coming down, lightning. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of staying here for the summer.
I think I just said something that I thought it is funny, but then it is actually malicious.
Malicious? No, not malicious. You leave malicious to me.
Ooh.
Oh, golly.
So what how do you maintain your sexiness, Hila?
Oh, there's a CrossFit place nearby that I kind of go to every morning. I got some new PRs this week.
Ah.
Ooh.
Personal records.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, not like West Side Story.
You know,
PRs.
Well, are we gonna
I used to
get?
date a PR.
Do you have any more news that you guys want to talk about?
Let's see, any other news?
we got a bit of more of a speculation than news. It's
Yeah, let's go for it.
kind of older news, but I guess you've heard about the potential demolition of like 3 casinos around here.
Oh, wow.
Which ones are they knocking down, man?
Yeah, they're the 2 Fiesta stations around town and the one
Yes, the
Texas
station.
Yeah,
I'm knocking them down. That's always fun. I enjoy the demolition.
yeah.
Ooh.
All the same.
Are they changing it to new facility or not?
I have no idea. That's the whole speculation part. See, but I'm guessing part of it involves building at least one new casino. I've heard there's one going on. It's closer to Wet and Wild, I think.
Oh,
Wow, huh?
Wet and Wild Casino?
No, I mean the,
Oh, the water park?
You know, the
Oh,
big
man,
water
that'd be
slide.
a dream.
Yeah,
Taking the lazy river to the craps table.
that would be cool. I
Yeah.
agree.
That would be fun, right?
You know, I also heard news they're going to change the Mirage into another Hard Rock, so they're gonna have to take down the Mirage.
Oh man,
I
But
thought
in
they.
the end, it was never really there.
yeah, you're sure right about that.
What a twist!
Big twist, huh?
I'm not Shmabandangan.
So what do you guys think about now that we are, I believe, totally open, and we also having like crowd now in Las Vegas?
Oh yeah.
Vegas is back. Vegas is back.
It's something I can look forward to.
Yeah, bring the kids.
Are you gonna eat the kids?
Delicious.
I mean, I'd wait a little longer.
Others.
Shoot.
You're gonna eat the kids.
You know, having Theo and Hyena here, you know, it's like having that friend that always talks about their wild diet.
Oh, thank you.
Are you on diet,
flattered.
Hila? Are you on diet?
Well, you know, I have the eat when you're hungry, or eat while you can. It is from growing up in a large family.
Ooh, how many in the in family?
Shoot, I mean, right now I lost
20?
count. You know, I mean, I have to send a telegram home, and I'll find out how many more sisters I have.
Oh, did you heard about that? I think they found out this family actually, or this doctor who actually like made 900 plus kids.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That was,
900
there it
what?
is.
Holy moly, he must be sore.
No.
no,
He
no.
just he put it in a. Well, there's a middleman of a plastic cup that you have to consider. But this was a while ago. They made a funny SNL sketch with John Goodman with it.
Really?
And then people took the story more seriously 20 years later, and now it's back on Netflix.
Yeah,
When?
yeah. He made actually 900 plus. There's only one at the beginning, and then that girl actually take the initiative to find other through DNA, by the way.
Wow.
So they find out. I think it's more than 1,000, huh, Hila?
In a row.
1,000 kids.
Yeah.
Whew.
Talk
But-
about chafing.
But anyways, tell our viewers where they can find you.
You can find us at the Boulevard Mall, park in the back.
Yep.
I don't know what
go.
my accent is.
It's called the Las Vegas Family Puppet Theater.
Oh yeah.
LV Puppet Studio.
Yep. It's a theater. It's a studio. You come by, get custom made puppets. If you always wanted to have a puppet of your own,
Yep.
that's the place to go. And there's also shows for the kids. Check your local listings.
Yeah, once in a while. And even shows for adults sometimes. Too.
Oh, that too.
We do parties.
Parties, birthday parties, workshops.
Bat mitzvahs.
Yep. Custom camps. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So you could check your local listings, or there is also a website. Is that right?
Yes, lvpuppets.com. You can like us on
Lvpuppets.com.
Instagram, LV Puppets, and TikTok, LV Puppets.
Awesome. Thank you so
Right.
much for coming today,
Thank you
guys.
for having us.
Thank you.
When do we eat?
Don't go away yet, because I am gonna actually announce before I go to the next segment of our show. We have a guest today,
That's
Ronnie
right.
Nanas, the amazing director. He is actually being nominated as Best Director, by the
Ooh,
way.
nice.
So it's coming on in September 17. And also, I just wanna say that I previously have my own show, which is called Let's Talk World.
The other one sounded like a
I know, right?
Yeah, so you could check your local.
Today. That way, you guys can be able to be on the first guest list.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
And also, we also have a show that just actually premiered the other day, which is, I didn't get that. Yes, I forgot to add that, but we have a Vegas View show with Nicole Vegas and OG Silverback. It's every
Ooh.
once a month. They
Oh,
talk.
gee, Silverback.
Like a
Yes.
gorilla?
That's a good strain.
That
no,
did sound like a good strain. I was going to say. Support local businesses.
Yes.
So,
Perfectly
and support
legitimate
local
career
artists.
choice.
And artists.
Yes.
Sorry,
you know.
Silverback. We're having fun.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for actually watching us. You can always watch our regular live stream. We are the only live streamer live in real time on probably over 50 platforms every time we are live. But you can go and catch our regular show on socialmediashows.com. When we come back, our next guest is gonna be sitting here in the hot seat with me, and that is Ronnie Nanos. I would say he's the best director of the movie Death. He will be right there. Can you tell our viewers to come?
Come see Death Club.
Death Club! Yeah!
It's sold out already, but I'm glad I got my tickets. Also, stick around, folks, because we'll be right back with more Rise and Shine.
Yeah.
Woo!
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now. Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
Hey, welcome back to Rise and Shine Las Vegas. Are you guys shining and rising in Las Vegas? Like what I was saying earlier, we have a lot of events coming up, and I mentioned earlier that we're gonna have Ron and Nanas. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
You are pronouncing it correctly. That is correct.
And this is the director of the amazing movie Death Club.
Oh, hi. What an introduction. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Well, anyway, Ronnie, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Oh, yikes.
Because he's gonna be awarded the best director coming up. So I want to know more about this man.
I'm just a regular guy that happened to come and do some work in Vegas about 6 or 7 years ago. Just, worked on a few things, but Evil Dead the musical was what brought me out here originally. I came in to re-choreograph the show on the Las Vegas Strip. Then I also was working in the burlesque community and then in the theater community as well, doing the show Sordid Lines at the now no longer existing Onyx Theater. And during that time, I happened to be around where I filled in and was a walk-on role in the film The Immortal Wars, directed by Joe Lujan. I happened to be at the reading, and they kind of just decided to include me in the film, and I was also Eric Roberts' body double. I
Yes.
really had never even thought of doing film at that time 6 years ago. So it's
Oh,
been,
so you're brand new in the movie industry.
yes, I mean I've been a performer and an artist, and I've been a director of live theater
Live
before,
theater,
and
yes.
I've produced it as well. But yeah, film was accidental. I always say I'm the accidental film director. Or even getting involved in film, as an actor or even on sets. I just started hanging out on sets and working in production. And how I became a director was that I was on the first Patel film was called Mr. Deshi, and I was hired as the script supervisor.
Uh-huh.
And I had only been a script supervisor in one film before, in a film called Space Captain Callista, and I'm a business owner as well in Texas, so I just tend to be a little organized, and it just happened really fast. I guess I'm really lucky. So
There's no such thing as lucky. You just work your way up, and you're a hard-working man. That's why you got it.
I do the work. I'll say that
Yeah.
I do the work. I hope so.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Dashi and Mr. Patel are the same person or not?
Well, Mr. Patel plays Mr. Deshi in the film.
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Deshi.
right.
That's right. He plays that role.
That's
And
right.
Niels is the director. I directed the American scenes, and Niels had to jump in and play the lead. And so, the very first scenes of any film I directed, I found out I was directing those scenes about 5 minutes before we filmed them.
Oh, wow.
So I was just kind of in a sink or swim situation, and I guess the rest, as they say, is history. I just finished directing my second full feature, which is my third film with the Patels, and since then I've also gotten to work as a production manager on different films in Los Angeles as well. I just did work this last winter for a film called The Beast Inside by Sadie Katz's new production company, See You Next Tuesday film, and wonderful film actress in the independent community. She also plays a role in Death Club as well. So
nice.
yeah.
I cannot wait to see the Death Club movie.
I'm
honestly.
excited. It's
Yeah, and by the way, it's sold out, right?
It is a sold out screening. We sold out 8 days before the screening, which is on Monday. We are still holding seats there. People can show up 10 minutes before and see if some people didn't claim their tickets. So
Yes.
if people do that, we will sell them at the door for $15, cash only, but we can't guarantee any seats because, yes, we are sold out. This is the second event I've sold out in Las Vegas. The last one was the Speakeasy, which
Yeah,
we
the
sold. We
Speakeasy,
sold
yes.
out on the Strip
That's amazing.
in May. So I'm very humbled by it. Vegas has been really good to me. It's really crazy. This summer I gave up my apartment I was sharing in Vegas I'm about to start doing a little work in Los Angeles, but I'll always come back to Vegas. And
He always he drive too.
I drive. I don't think people realized in the last 6 years, many people considered me a Vegas local. I never actually really lived here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
from
always
Texas.
thought yes.
I live in
almost-
Texas.
I remember when I talked to you about coming on Vegas Live with Nino, I believe in November or December.
Yes.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm driving from Texas and I'll be there in this day." I'm like, "Wow," and that actually kind of inspired me. And last week I drove to in Idaho,
Wow.
Wyoming,
Yeah.
Montana last July. I put my production off for on hold for a moment, and I
Right.
drive.
And it's a bit of a juggle. Again, I'm a business owner in Texas, and I'm a bar owner and a venue owner out there, and I'm very hands on, and but it's a strange story how even all this came to be. I worked in entertainment, and as an artist in my 20s, I was a ballet dancer.
That's
and
what I was gonna talk about. Okay, go
I
ahead.
was a ballet dancer in my 20s and worked professionally and did a lot of musical theater, and I kind of retired and opened a business with my partner who's going to actually be at the premiere, and kind of retired and just was kind of doing local things. And
you
back
you cannot be retired
Well,
of your passion.
right, well,
Yeah.
I agree. It's funny because you think, especially I was in the dance world, and after your 20s and your 30s, you're like, well, I won't be doing the same things, especially as a ballet dancer. It's such an intense art form, and you're really at your prime at a certain age. Yes, you always carry with you the discipline I carry with me still. I think anybody that works with me knows that I'm ridiculously disciplined. Some people like it, some people don't. It's just who I am. I'm old. I'm not going to change my ways. That's just who I am.
But do you agree with me, Ronnie, that whatever, like what we are talking about, retired, it's
Yes.
actually everything that we do moving forward from where we are is an annex to it's kind of like they are connected together.
I agree. I agree. Life throws you situations and things. We all live like real life. Again, I'll be honest. This was a very difficult year for in my personal life. I had a partner that was saying my mom had a stroke just a couple weeks ago. Everything's good. Everyone's fine.
That's good.
But these little things open your eyes to a lot of things that are important. And as an artist, even when I went back into the field of entertainment, is when my father passed away in 2014. And it was at that time I decided, I want to do what I love. I had the business.
Life is short.
Yeah, and I had the business and everything going, and I wasn't unhappy. I just was like, yeah, I think I can still do this. And at that time, I was 42, and you think what's going to happen for me? I'm okay. I'll be 50.
You are?
I'll be 50
Oh
in
my God.
a month and or 2 months from now. And wait, today's the 12th. Am I correct?
Yes.
Today is 2 months till I turn 50.
Oh my God.
I
Are we
thought-
gonna be drinking all week long?
No. We'll have a little bit
That's
this
what
weekend.
a lot of people was like, oh, it's my birthday week. There's no such thing as birthday week. It's only one day you get burned.
Right, it didn't take a week to birth you. No, I'm kidding. No, whoever celebrates for a week or a month,
It's fine.
that's great for them. Who am I to tell them not to? I'd rather people be celebrating and enjoying and
Life.
living life.
Yes.
There's so much in the world right now that seems so vitriolic, and I think that's been my lesson this year with everything going on. That we have a premiere this Monday.
Yes.
And I have people there that I love, that love me, family, and the people in the
And you're
community
gonna be
in
looking
Vegas.
fabulous again. Oh my God.
And I just want to enjoy. I think I'm going to take the time this time just to. I work a lot of the premieres here and do a lot, and it's always a lot of work. This one, I think I'm going to sit back and just enjoy it.
Yes, you better be.
And have a good time.
Better be.
Have a good time and enjoy
I cannot
it.
wait for September
Oh.
17 because that is gonna be your day.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Yes.
I thank you for even recommending me and getting me that
Oh.
nomination. I have to thank you for
I-
that. I'm humbled. There's so many great artists, and again, I'm a newer film director, and every time I work, I want to do better work each time, and I learn from the people that have done it a long time, and I like getting to work with new people. I'm excited now that foraying and starting to pick up work in Los Angeles as well, that I'm ready to work with new people, and for me, it's about improving. You can get these awards, and they're great, and they are, but I'm not doing it for the rewards. I'm doing it. I just want to grow as an artist and,
But it's
and
always
always do this.
good to be recognized.
Absolutely.
You see, this is one thing that I do. I've been running my TV channel, my internet TV channel for 4 years by myself, and every single time, every single day that I meet people I'm auditioning. I always look on this person, what really they have done, what they are doing, how they actually portray themselves. I'm literally, when I am talking to people, I am screening you right there and then. I'm looking.
Uh-oh.
I
hope am I passing the audition right now?
That's why you get.
Do I need to look right at the camera? And this is my audition for Maria.
No, you already actually passed the audition in November.
Okay. Oh, good.
When you are at Vegas Live with me.
I think it's always crazy. As an artist, I know how to be a performer and play the persona. I play in the burlesque Pistol Holiday, and when you're cast in roles, I can play a role. You know what is always hardest for me is interviews like this when I have to be myself. I think as much of a social person I am, I think I'm very socially awkward. I'll watch the interviews. I'm like, oh my gosh, you look like a big dork. You look like you're moving weird. I wouldn't. I do that. I self-evaluate. So we're gonna try to make sure we're auditioning correctly for this. Now I'm being cheesy.
You know what I like about you on all your posts
What's that?
is that multiple you
Mm-hmm.
doing your ballet or your
Or
flying
burlesque, yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, I love it. I just totally like, I don't know if you see my like.
I do.
And I was like, oh my god, I
I do.
love that, Ronnie. And then I'm like,
Every
I'm gonna
like from
call him
everybody.
right now.
And I like when you call him. You come up on the phone, and yeah, it's. I think I do okay for an old guy.
You're not old. He's not old.
Well, I want to say old. You know why? Because as you get older, that means there's the times I could just sit there and be the grumpy old guy, and it's okay.
It's okay?
I'm good. I'm grumpy today. No, it's. I think there's a calmness that I think is coming with it all too. That. I think a lot of I always say your 20s are to discover who you're not. You do all the crazy things that you're supposed to. And then.
You're supposed to though.
Yeah, in 30s and 40s, they've been good to me. I'm working now more than I was in my 20s. To be honest, it's miraculous, and I'm not even in the shape I was then. But
you look in shape still.
Oh, I always am that. It's that dancer mentality.
Yes.
I always feel like I need to lose 10 pounds. I need to lose 10 pounds, and I'm not encouraging eating disorders or anything like that. But I always feel that way. I always feel that way.
This brain that we have, that's why it's on the top of our body.
Yes.
Is the most powerful part of our human being, because it can change everything.
Mm-hmm.
It can change. If you said if you tell your feet to walk, your brain saying that it will walk.
Oh wow, it's a really cool thing, and it's a neat thing. I'm going to do a shout out to my nephew in El Paso, Texas, who just graduated from EMT school.
Yay!
He's a fireman and an EMT. He had his graduation yesterday, so wanted to send that out there. I'm really
Hi,
proud. I'm
nephew.
really proud of my nephew.
I'm
so.
single. No, just
Right.
kidding.
There you go. But Death Club. Let's
Let's get back to Death Club.
Death Club. I'm like,
So
not
Death Club.
about me. Nobody wants to know about me.
Yeah, well, let's go back to Death Club.
Yeah.
So Death Club is, I think this is the second Death Club. Is that correct or no?
Oh no, this is the first one.
This is the first
We've
one.
just been working on it for a long
Oh, that's why I've heard it so many times.
I think it was a year
is
ago
good.
we were getting ready to film. So I've been working
yes.
on Death Club for a year and a half now. And
Which is really
ready.
good. Well, it's coming out, right? So you actually take care of the directing of the movie.
I do.
So this is you're gonna be actually a scene of your work. Is this your first directing movie?
My second.
Your second.
Really,
The first one
in
is
a ways it's a third. I did direct the American scenes in Mr. Deshi. My first full feature I directed was Ring of Desire.
Yes, that's what I.
And that one is on
We
streaming
actually
platforms.
streamed that on social media, just the red carpet. That's
Oh
why
yeah, you did. That's right. So we did Ring of Desire, and which it's always your first film, and you look back and you're like, and I watch it, I cringe now because it's the first one I did. I'm like, oh, we should have done this. Oh, that could be better. I'm gonna do that with Death Club too. I already am. I've seen Death Club over hundreds of times already, but.
That's how you improve yourself, though.
Absolutely, I want to get better every time, and I want to look back, and it's never to dispel the first things we do or our humble beginnings where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that someday in the future, whether it's near future, that I look back and as a director, or even people that follow any of my work during that time, going, can you believe those are the films he started with, and look what he's doing now?
Yeah.
That's what I hope to do one
That
day.
is, those are the.
I would like
fruits.
to pick the different genres, and I still haven't gotten to even pick a script or genre. I think I have a lot more to say out there with film as a director, and again, I think that's some of it. As you get older, you're like, what imprint do you want to leave out there in the world? And I'm always so grateful for everyone that's opened the doors and made these opportunities happen for me. Again, without them, without the Patels, without all my friends here.
He's so humble.
Jeremy Settles here at Got Films. My best friend Ben Stober.
Hi, Ben.
Yeah, and he'll be there running the red carpet and everything.
Yes, as always.
And he moved to LA too. So
Yes.
Where it's so odd. This is our first time back in Vegas.
Kind of like a reunion.
Without living here.
Yes.
When I came and drove in last night, I was driving. I'm like, oh, I don't have an apartment anymore, and I'm staying with a wonderful friend of mine, burlesque legend Tiffany Carter, who was
Yes.
the headliner in Speakeasy,
Mhm.
and it's humbling. I think it's when I was looking for somewhere to stay, I was like, I don't have anywhere to stay, and I just kind of threw it out there, and I had lots of friends that
Oh
offered.
yeah,
and
they
I do
all
pay
that.
too, and I
When
always
you do
offer
good
to
to
pay.
people, they do good back to you. You know what I mean?
We hope so, and I hope so.
It's really funny that he just said that he just drove from last night, right?
Yeah.
So we were on the phone. And
13 hours.
And then we were on the phone, and I said, I'm going to get this man back on the show. It doesn't matter what show, because we have 15 shows here.
I
every
know.
week.
I was watching how many shows there.
So-
This Rise and Shine and all the other ones. I do a lot of my homework. I always look up
Thank
people I want to do
you.
stuff. So
He's
yes.
amazing. But anyway, so that's the first thing I had in mind. I'm like, I'm going to get this man first. Boom.
Oh wow.
And thank you so
Well,
much
thank
for
you
coming.
for even
Yeah.
considering me. I think it's really great as performers and artists, and even here in town, in the Vegas bubble of the film and entertainment community, that people do these shows, and you end up doing a lot of them. And I think sometimes you get a little complacent about it. I don't ever want to be complacent about it.
No, you
I know there's someone out
you
there.
want challenge all
Yeah,
the time.
well, and I think there's people out there, when we get to do these interviews or these red carpets or screenings, that as you do many, you start thinking, oh, it's just another one. But there's someone out there that would love to have that opportunity just one time. I know
Yes.
there's someone that would like to be sitting in this seat one time. So
Yes, we have
it
like
makes me
line up.
it makes me remember that. I remember what that feels like, and I never want to forget that. I think it makes us really.
I appreciate
I think it's
it.
not about being thankful of the good things, because life throws us a lot of curveballs. I've had a lot this year. So
And
when
you
we get to do
you
the
got
good,
through them all.
yeah, when we get to do the good things, we should stop and enjoy them, and say that this moment I'm getting to do something really cool. So I'm gonna say at this moment I'm getting to do something really
I
cool.
want to say that too.
I want
In
to
this
interview.
moment, I am doing something pretty cool.
Yeah, here
That
we
is
are
pretty cool,
doing
yeah.
an interview about entertainment in Las Vegas, a film and a red carpet, people's beginnings. I wonder, like, who cares what I'm doing? But it's nice to
There's
know
a
that
lot
we
of people
care about what
cares.
people are doing.
Yeah.
And I think the world needs a lot more of that again now. That we need to start caring about other people, and whether we agree with them on everything or not, I think we need to start caring about people again. And I think that's my life lesson going into 50 this year.
Ooh,
I want to start
it's gonna be
bridging
big
those
5-0.
gaps of division. I don't even want to argue anymore with people. I don't, or engage, or even if I'm the bad
don't
guy.
let them-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't put the energy and
No.
time for those things. It's not
Absolutely. Well, it's also that thing is, if somebody has a vision of you where you're the bad guy in their story or the villain, you're not going to change their mind.
good. No.
And I don't care to anymore either.
You don't control other minds. You can control
Exactly.
your action and how you think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so all I can do, if I'm the bad guy in your story, then okay, great. We don't need to be around each other. I'm okay with that. I'll move on.
And I am still, at least I'm still in the picture.
Yeah. I'm like, but it's even that. I'm like, I want to just, I don't want to engage or argue about it because I'm not going
No.
to change your mind, and I don't care to.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
I didn't think as you get more known again, now you get involved in film, you have to get social media followers and this and this and that, and
There's so much
IMDb.
others. Yeah.
But
Oh, by talking about the IMDb, I just actually created my IMDb
did
last
you
night.
really?
It's because somebody actually just pushed me, Nicole Vegas. Nicole like, you gotta have to. You've been doing this for so long.
You
You're a
should.
big producer of freaking many shows.
Absolutely.
And I'm like,
As many
why?
people don't think it's important, but it is.
It is, yeah.
I didn't either. I remember when I first got in the film community and talking to my friends that were already in it, and they're like, "Well, you got it." I'm like, to me, I know for a lot of people that it seems like that just seems so fake.
so
It's part of the business. It's not that. It's a way to gauge it when not, and they actually do look at that when I've been to like American
Really?
Film Market. They look at
oh.
your followers, look at that, and yes, in the
Follow me
long
on
range
my
of
IMDb.
things, your work and your talent or the work you put into the work you do cultivating your talent
Oh.
should always be the most important thing, but those things do help, and it's learning then how to balance that. I'm a person, I never want to come off as fake, and I'm one of those fakey people. They have followers and this, and I'm like,
They buy
that's
their
not who
followers.
I am. But it's more about how do you balance both of them. I'm a business person too, so for me it's that balance of business. I love how a lot of people talk about business when they're in entertainment, and you're like, I'm not
You know that's
criticizing.
really that's really
I'm a businessman, so
that you were
I get
saying that because not a lot of entertainers are business minded.
I wasn't years ago. I am now. I'm a business owner, so of course I am now.
Yeah.
It took time.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So because I graduated bachelor's in business management and
Awesome.
business accounting. So I am I'm not an entertainer. I
Right.
shouldn't be actually sitting down as a host, honestly.
Right.
But I gotta have to do it because it's my TV channel.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, but you run the business of it too. And again, I think people want to talk a lot about the business of stuff and how they know, but they don't realize the work that it actually is. And again, even when that's why I prefer production and directing. As a producer,
Because
as a director,
It's so good.
I like to put
Hands-on.
together teams and do the things and.
Yep.
But
Leadership.
pull people in that can do the work that I can't do, that are better at things than I am, and I that kind of humility and bringing in people that know more than you do really makes that difference. Because again, if you go in thinking you know more than everybody, you don't, and you're never going to improve. And I always want to be in that position of improving and getting.
Yes.
I want to be good,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the only way to get good is you
Is
You
to
learn.
accept that you are not that good.
Yeah, or to, that.
You
Oh,
gotta
absolutely.
have accept that
Accept
to
that.
get better because
Absolutely.
it's something like those AAA. If you don't admit that you're addicted, you'll
Mhm.
never ever get better, right?
It's completely.
It's the same thing with that. To be better, you gotta accept that you're not good.
Right.
Yeah, somebody is better than you, but then that's why you strive.
And you
to be
figure out
better.
how did they get there. And again, in entertainment too, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. You people see with social media. Here's a bunch of pictures. Look at me. And that's cool. But then you got to be able to back it up. And that's
Yes.
where I get and go to classes and train. And even now at this age, I still like to go and take class and get critiques and never be upset because when somebody's critiquing you, they're not attacking you, they're not bullying you. It's such an odd world these days that even as directors or people involved in the sports communities or anything, that people are afraid to give notes or because they're afraid that somebody's going to take it wrong and they're going to get their feelings hurt. I want my feelings hurt. I might be old school that way. I had ballet instructors that weren't always very nice, and theater teachers that weren't, football coaches, track coaches that were not nice. And at the time you're upset and whatnot, but it made me better. And I think we're getting a little complacent when people start thinking that everything is an attack. It's not. It's not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be good? It's not. And it's not that the person that's in that position of power is trying to keep you down. Often I think that they care for you because they want you to. I don't know.
That's really
Yeah.
funny because I always say that you'll never ever hear any critic from me if I don't care about you.
That's right.
I always tell
If I didn't
everybody.
care, I don't care.
Yeah, if you don't care, you're not gonna even. I'm not even gonna say anything.
No.
I'm not gonna say you're good or you're bad. I just don't say anything.
And that might not be a politically correct thing to say. It's like people might watch that and have their opinions, and that's
Yeah.
great. You can have your opinion,
But
but we're here
yeah.
and getting to do something really cool.
Exactly.
Because we take that.
Yeah.
How many times have someone said something that hurt your feelings, but you knew you're like, I'm going to use that, and instead of using it to be like, I'll show them, instead of doing something in spite of, you do something because of, and going,
Wow.
I'm
I
going
like
to do
that.
something better. I'm going to show the world that I'm more than what you may think I am here. And
That's very inspiring.
yeah. Best, I guess, revenge, I don't know if that's the right word, is succeeding. And yeah, I don't.
You're turning around, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turning
then
and
you
going, I'm going to do
turn
good
around and
things.
said, yes, oh my God, look at me now.
Well, I said, watch him.
Watch me
now.
now.
I'm a film on Death Club.
Yeah.
Come and see the film.
Yes.
There's no tickets
the-
left, but if you can, show up.
Yeah, you know what?
You might get a couple
You don't
in
need
there.
you don't need to actually get a ticket
Mhm.
when you come to the red carpet.
Yeah.
But if there is an open ticket, at least
Yeah.
you're right there.
And it's going to be streaming in the next year or so, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
so you will see it. But
You'll see it, but
you gotta have to come.
I
Yeah.
think it's the one that should be seen on the big screen.
Yes.
What was neat about this film and doing it for the Patels, and I'm from a generation. I was a club kid back in the '90s. I worked in a lot of clubs and like stuff, so I wanted it to come off very authentic and have a really club opening. It was inspired by other films like the movie The Hunger.
Mhm.
Again, this is a horror film. This is my first time doing a horror film as a director, and I loved horror films growing up. You know, I it's not the genre I think I'm gonna be known for, but this one's a fun one, and I wanted down to the music. All the music in this film is from the scoring and to the soundtrack are all original songs.
It's all
good-
original.
all
song.
original. All the music is
Wow.
from scratch made in this film, and our sound mixer, when you heard it, everyone that's heard it so far thinks it's a pretty cool. There's a music video out done. The song's called Back to Basics, sang by our editor of the film, Kane Blust, and it's on YouTube. It's called Back to Basics from the soundtrack of Death Club, and it's really cool. And we
I'm
kind of
gonna
used
go
it.
and see it.
We used it as our second trailer because it shows some really cool things. It's a cool song, and I'm a music snob. I like cool music. I do. I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm that kind of guy. Even working with Ricardo Gerhardt, who scored Ring of Desire, and even this one, I'm a stickler. I like what I want, and I know a feeling I want. And working with both of them, they got that connection. That they knew how to make it feel like I wanted it to feel. The club scenes with the people that are in those club scenes are from the burlesque and the science show and the performance communities. I've heard that perform in bars and clubs, and so it's very authentic and very, very authentic. The feel of it feels like I see movies where you see nightclubs and people doing stuff. You're like, that they're not really at a club. They don't. You can tell the difference, I guess. I think this one you're gonna feel like I would like to go to that place. How cool is it? And from the very opening,
Did you guys film the movie in Vegas or?
we did. We filmed Death Club in 7.5 days.
Wow.
Quick, one location. We were given 9 days, and we gave the crew and everybody 1 day off because a little rest.
Yes.
I never go over 12 hours ever. It's just
That's
I
amazing, yeah.
I pre-plan a lot too though, and
That's
I have a great.
That's the leadership.
I had a great team doing my first AD, Ben, my second AD, Jonas, Nicole Vegas was a PA on it as well. It was such an easy set. You get very lucky. Even for some of our leads, this was one of our leads in it. Mark Vanis was his first film ever, and we auditioned very fairly. I audition people. I don't do callbacks. I audition and give every actor 15 minutes and let them audition, and then I give some notes. And the key for me is if I can direct you and you can give me what I need, and that shows I can communicate to you as a director, then you're usually pretty much hired that way. That's how I hire. Everyone has their own process. I'm not saying mine's right or better. It's just the way I work.
Yeah, that's you.
It's just how I work, and it was neat we recently posted some of the interviews that some of the leads did.
I see that.
And it was so humbling to hear that.
No, it
they
is
all were
amazing.
saying that I knew what I wanted to do and wanted. I'm like, and I do. I go in going, this is even working with our DP Michael Sue, who's extraordinary, has a vast array of experience. I learned so much from him and contacting him and how do we communicate what I want and getting that relationship, because it's different with every person you work with, and I always want to talk to them and go, what do you want from me to get the communication there so we can get what we want out of this, and having that conversation before. And Michael Sue, who's again, he's phenomenal, and I'm so humbled to I've worked with him in other films, not as a director, just stuff I've been in and watched his work, and to be the director in a film that Michael Sue was the DP and was intimidating, especially with his entire crew. They were also Shane Sharp, who did the sound and our sound mixing. These are people that do this all the time and are great at it.
It's really great to
They're
have
really
support.
great at it.
You know what I mean?
So it's humbling, it's intimidating, but I learned so much from them too.
That's good.
I was like, and this whole collaboration with Kane Mattel's, our crew, our cast, Tanita Morgan,
So yeah,
Dustin
who are-
Ardeen,
who is the main
our leads. It's an ensemble cast of leads, which include Ben Stober,
mhm.
Tanita Morgan, who's Dustin Ardeen, phenomenal method actor. Cassidy DeSantis, this is her first lead in a film.
We should have them all on my show.
We should. And Mark Vanis, and then having one of the the best independent film actors out there playing a role in my film, Sadie Katz, who who's a pleasure to work with. I really, I really liked working with Sadie. She adds that quality that I wanted, and it's not here's Sadie Katz, and that role that she plays is really cool, and then all the people that play the ghosts like Michael Buran, Mickey Rourke, and all the club goers. Ellie May Rose, her first film, and she plays a lead role as one of the
Wow.
ghosts, and very difficult, cool roles.
That's
It's more of a ghost story, I guess, than that straight up horror story. It's kind of a moral tale. Almost tell people it's almost like a Christmas Carol, but in a club with ghosts that are
wow.
evil, I guess.
Well, anyways, Ronnie, thank you so much for joining me on Rise and Shine today. My co-host actually didn't make it today because he is under the weather. Get well soon.
Is that the weather? Are you under there? No.
I know, right?
There you are. I see you.
But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in on Rise and Shine. Well, Undiscovered show is coming up in September 7. We already have a lined up guests for all the shows. And Vegas View with Nicole Vegas and OG Silverback is once a month. The next episode is coming up on August 30th. And we have brand new shows in social media shows. For following all the live stream shows, go on socialmediashows.com. And thank you so much. We will be right back next week. I believe next week we're gonna have Ninon Speaks.
Yay, I love Ninon.
Yeah.
Did she tell you my nickname for her?
Yes, legs.
Legs. Ninon has great legs. Y'all need to look. She
Yeah.
has great legs.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to show on the camera all the
But
time.
look at your legs. Wow.
But anyways, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys again. Rise and Shine Las Vegas is coming up next week on Friday again at 9 a.m. You know what? Let's change it to 10 a.m. because 9 a.m. we are in Las Vegas. We cannot have that all the time. But anyways, thank you guys, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.